Hello garden dolls, and welcome to part 2 of my garden series. In part 1 I shared me planting my first herbal tea garden, and in this video I'm going to be sharing my first ecosystem. So I'm going to be adding a lot of love, peace, and pollination to my yard from the front to the back, starting with a butterfly garden, or should I say a butterfly corner, because I'm going to show you the space that I'm working in. Well, welcome to the butterfly corner. So I chose this corner because it gets lots of sun, it's easy to access, and it's going to give curb appeal. I'm getting ready to start prepping the dirt. I'm going to kill the rest of this grass this little bit. I haven't decided if I'm going to put something down and just completely dirt it up, or if I'm going to just spray it. I'm probably just gonna spray it because I am a lazy gardener. But anyway, I had just used these black fences just to kind of mark it out to see how I like it. I'm actually going in with a stone that matches the walkway of my pavement. So I'm getting ready to take these up because I don't need these anchors anymore. Now, I decided to plant a butterfly garden for several reasons. The main reason, it creates a space for pollination, contributes to the overall ecosystem health, which is good for my fruits and veggies, and hopefully the pollination will help with all my other gardens. And if you haven't checked out my first video, planting my first herbal tea garden, please go and check that out. So before we get started, I'm going to talk about some of the plants that I'm going to be putting in. I'm going to show you what I've drawn out, just like a little light sketch of what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so this is my sketch, and I know you can't read my handwriting. So I have the milkweed, perennials, annuals around the outer perimeter, my tall flowers right there, rocks. This right here just represents either rocks or liner, just to go around, just to edge it out, or edger, or whatever you call it. Hostas. And then I want meadow sage to kind of create some type of shadow for the hostas, some type of shade, not much, but a little. And of course the whole ecosystem is pretty much the whole yard. But these are just the different plants and flowers that I want to get, hoping that they have them because I'm so late at getting started for perennials. So yeah, that is my sketch. So my son and I are getting ready to go to a few of the local plant stores and nurseries and see what we can find for the butterfly garden. And guess what? I'm taking you with me. Ready attracting pollinators. The lantana. We're gonna get 2 of the creeping times.
Which one?
2 of these.
These?
Yeah. So of course this butterfly garden did not come together overnight. There were multiple store runs, and I got just about the first set of plants on my list, except for one. And just like that, she magically appeared. Meadow sage. Look what I found. Hey. Yes, I'm so excited now.
Did you know it was purple?
I did know it was purple, and I looked right over it because
I was looking for yellow stuff.
Yeah, no, I knew it was purple, but I just overlooked it because it wasn't
And bloom.
shooting out at me.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
You know what? I didn't even know we had it. I didn't even know it was called that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So, yeah.
Perfect.
So here you go.
Plenty of it. All right,
These are
perfect.
$14.99 a piece.
Okay. All right, good.
And they're 3 for $40.
Okay, perfect.
So just want to give you a heads up.
All right, thank you so much. Thanks for being patient with me too. Oh my gosh, I was so excited about that meadow sage. And once we got back home, of course, storm coming. Here come them clouds again. So we had to call it a night. But by the next morning, I was up early, dressed, and headed to Home Depot to pick up the stones to line the border. Let's stop at 20.
You sure?
Yeah.
You always want to do more, never less.
Why, you can't bring them back?
You can, but you don't want to be home and be like, damn, it's gonna bother you.
I do want to be home and be like, damn, I just come back in the morning. It's morning. It is about 7 a.m., maybe a little after 7 a.m. I'm up early this morning because I have an eventful day today. Today is my daughter's 15th birthday today, so I'm exhausted already. I got to take her to get her nails done at 10 a.m. Then I've got to go to work, knock out a few clients, and then come back, probably work a little bit more in the garden, and then we're going to an ice cream parlor. She wants to get some ice cream from Brewster's, and she also wants to get some headphones. So this vlog actually today might be like gardening and a day in a life kind of mixed together. So I'm getting ready to get started. I already pretty much killed the dirt over here and I edged it out. So I got some stones that match my driveway, and I'm getting ready to pull them out the car and just start building up that, because I'm going to try to start filling this dirt up right here as much as I can today. It is going to be like 96 today, but we got an 85% chance of rain around 10 a.m. So I wanted to get out here early, so if I can get as much dirt and get the plants in the ground as much as I can, we can catch that rain. So let's get to it. Here are the stones that I got. So while I'm giving the clouds its moment until they figure out what it's going to do and setting up this rock border, I was thinking about a conversation that I had with one of my clients regarding the butterfly garden. And she mentioned that she had planted one and it didn't attract any butterflies. And I think that's because most people focus on the flowers and not the host plant. So got the curve started so far. Got it going around. And not only should you focus on the host plants, but also on the layout too, because the layout invites butterflies in, almost like guiding them through the space. And I was going to level this, but I kind of like how it just goes right with the curve, so I'm gonna leave it. And I did buy enough stones so that I could maybe layer it just to give it some more dimensions, but I kind of like how it falls naturally. If I do 2 layers, I am going to have to dig down a little bit. So I think I'm going to just leave it at 1 and just use the stones for another part of the garden. So now let's talk about who made the cut for the butterfly garden. Because you see, butterflies need more than just nectar. They need a place to lay their eggs, where the caterpillars need to have a food source. So if you don't give them a reason to stay and raise their babies, they're just going to flutter right on by. You can't just build a brunch spot without a nursery. That's the part I think people are missing. So first plant that's going into the butterfly garden, this is the swamp milkweed plant. And we're going to kind of put her on the outside. I'm gonna place her right here so she can create some shadow. Milkweed is a must for attracting monarch butterflies. It's the only place where monarchs will lay their eggs, and those are the butterflies that I want to attract. You know, the ones that are orange, black, and white. Yeah, those are called monarch butterflies. Listen, I didn't know it either, but I'm certain you have seen them before. Oh, yeah. I could go a little deeper, but we'll just put some nutrients on top. Let's see what we're gonna take to the butterfly corner. We're gonna take the yarrow. It's trying to come back to yellow. That rain really washed it out. The yarrow plant is a nectar magnet, and she can be a tough little bloom, but butterflies cannot resist. Plus, she thrives really good in full sun. You can't tell by looking at her now, but she is really bright and yellow, and she gives a good bloom. So we're gonna put her about right there. And along with the good bloom, she's also a sun lover. And her sunny yellow petals can be a signal for pollinators, while also serving up another great source of sweet nectar for butterflies. And just for aesthetics, we're gonna add this girl. Now, some people call this feather falls. It's different variations of it. It kind of looks like a severe plant, but she's just a lily turf. Now, she is pollinator friendly, but mainly I put her here because she's low maintenance and to help anchor the bed. Hey, this butterfly garden about to be butterfly. Now, this is a yarrow, but she's been down so bad I don't remember if she's white or yellow, but she's stalky, so we're gonna place her right there. We're gonna put her plus she. Let me put in the Rios, the Dinias. Let me put in the Dinias and see how that looks. All right, let me do that. Okay, so here are the Dinias. These are annuals. Now, real quick, let's talk about these Rio Dipladines. That's the professional name. They're tropical, low maintenance, resilient, and easy to care for. And it's also a good choice for beginner gardeners. So here, they'll be adding just a pop of color. And I'm gonna just add one more right there. And not only did I add one more there, I also added a few more new plants.
Found the lantana.
This is the lantana. So I added 2 lantanas. I added 1 bee balm, 1 pink coneflower, and remember that meadow sage I was so pressed about? Well, I replaced her with the cassia plant. Now you don't see her in this clip, so we'll talk more about her later. But like every single one, bringing more nectar to the space. And she's very unique too, so I can't wait for you to meet her. And with all the final additions in place, it was time to get these babies in the dirt. All right, now, as you can see, the soil here is clay soil, and clay can hold a lot of water. And these plants need to be in breathable dirt, okay? Like filtered, well drained. But I'm just anchoring them in the ground for positioning. I am going to fill these holes up with well drained soil, conditioning soil. I'm actually using leaf grow. So, but I just want to get them anchored. And I like digging. I like digging. And all this work is worth it when you're planting a garden that's healthy from the ground up. Because good soil means healthy roots. And healthy roots means more blooms. Plus, again, I like digging. Especially when it's for a bed that's about to be buzzing with pollinators. However, let's not forget, some plants can be divas. I'm going to do Susan. I'm probably only going like, it probably look deeper on camera, but it's really only like 3 inches. And here's the main thing about planting. Sometimes you can tell early on when a plant is just not going to like the spot that you've chosen for them. And most of the time, it's not about the hole you're digging. Ooh, look how wet that is. Soggy. Soggy. Never gonna grow. And even after finding her feet so wet, I was still hopeful that she would dry out and settle in. You take all the little dead leaves off the bottom. They're already soggy. I'm gonna just pop them on. All right, maybe I'm not. All right, I'm gonna have to get my pruning shears. Maybe I'm not. Get you in it good. All right, we're gonna prune you, baby. You gotta be pruned, baby. So I'm gonna go ahead and prune it. Now y'all watch me prune her back, adjust her space, even let her dry out a bit, and her roots still ain't like it here. Not to mention, I completely forgot how wild and tall black-eyed Susans grow. So this spot was probably never a good place for her anyway. So I'm gonna clean it up. My daughter about to bring me the broom. I'm gonna put the little sign in there. You want to know what that is. People come to the butterfly garden, they'll know what the flower is. I have little name tags that I'm going to put in here, but for right now, let's clean you off a bit. Not clean you off, shall we? You too. Shall we? I'm going to spread, I'm going to break it down. I'm actually, like I mentioned, I'm not pressed to put them completely in with topsoil yet because they need to dry out a little bit. They were soggy. Them roots were soggy. And I sprayed more weed killer over here, so that grass will die out. It's gonna rain today. And once I put more dirt on it, you won't even see that. And this yarrow, she a little murky. These are so relentless. Now, earlier I mentioned the cassia plant, aka the popcorn plant. And here she is in all of her buttery glory because her leaves actually smell like buttery popcorn. And her bright yellow bloom brings another pop of color to the butterfly garden. And finally, our diva, the black-eyed Susan, has a new home. And in her place, I planted no other than Miss Russian Sage. She's airy, silvery, easy to prune, and still hold her main character status. Roots up a little bit. Place it in I'm gonna leave her a lot of room.
And now, finally, with all the changes,
all the new additions,
and all of the divas, it's time for the final reveal.
Space. And you can see I pretty much smoothed all the bone meal in. And now I'm about to just water it in. The weather is playing tricks on us, okay? It's cloudy here. Sunny there. Cloudy there. Everybody's always perky in the morning. Good morning, girls. Looks like the Russian sage is settling in.
And hey, I hope this video inspires you to get outside and get your hands in the dirt and maybe plant something that makes your garden a little more alive. And every plant you've seen today plays a part in building the butterfly garden's ecosystem. And guess what? I'll be in my next video, and I hope that you will be watching. Bye.
So what shoes are you wearing?
My band.
Okay, you look so pretty. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Who you on the phone with? Madison President?
Yeah.
Hey, Madison President. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's cancer season, baby.